Welcome. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Please be seated. Again, welcome to this momentous occasion to celebrate the graduates of the University of Texas of the Permian Basin. On behalf of the entire university, welcome to the summer commencement ceremonies. We're honoring those students who have earned their degrees in the summer semester of 2017. A special welcome to all of the friends, the families, and the loved ones who are gathered here today to celebrate their accomplishment. We're live streaming today the feed so that those of our students who are away from the university will be able to see the ceremonies. This can be found on the University of Texas Permian Basin YouTube channels. I would like to especially acknowledge our graduates today. Many of these students come from all around the world. Some of these graduates were unable to be here today in person, and so they'll get a chance to see the ceremonies. I want to thank the university staff for all the work that goes in to running a university and nurturing our students. I want to thank the university faculty who prepare rigorous assignments and who nurture our students through their accomplishments. I want to say thank you for all of their contributions to the success of the students that you'll see walk across this stage tonight. Now, I would like to introduce the front row stage party. Please hold your applause until the end. Dr. James Eldridge, President of the Faculty Senate and Professor of Kinesiology. Mr. Kevin Slater, member of the University of Texas Permian Basin Alumni Association, and he'll be our speaker, one of our speakers tonight. Dr. Selena Marilis, Dean of the College of Education and Interim Superintendent of the STEM Academy. Dr. Bill Price, Dean of the College of Business and Engineering. Dr. Dorothy Jackson, the Dean of the College of Nursing. Mr. Mark McGurk, Vice President for Business Affairs. Dr. Dan Heimerman, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Chancellor William McRaven. Ms. Teresa Sewell, she's the Senior Associate Vice President for Student Services. Dr. Michael Zavada, who is the Dean of the College of Arts and Science. Dr. Anna Martinez-Katzum, Associate Professor of History and Chair of the Graduate Council. And finally, Mr. Joe Sanders, Registrar, standing off to the side. A round of applause. I'd like to spend a few minutes talking about the Regents Outstanding Teaching Award and what an honor it is for the recipients to receive this award. This was established by the Board of Regents in 2008. This award complements a wide range of system efforts that underscore the board's commitment to ensuring that the UT system is a place of intellectual exploration and discovery, educational excellence, and also unparalleled opportunity for our students. Although some of our past Regents Outstanding Teaching Award winners have since retired or they've left the university, we think it's important to provide you the information about every single one of those award recipients today. So whether they're here or whether they're not here, we're going to call their names and celebrate their accomplishment. For those who are attending, when I call your name today, please stand and be recognized. The 2017 award winners: Dr. Jamie Hughes, Associate Professor in Psychology. Mr. Michael Frawley, Assistant Professor in History. The 2016 award recipient, Dr. Rachel Harlow, Assistant Professor in Communication. The 2015 award recipient, Mr. Michael Crane, Lecturer in Management and Director of the Roden Center for Entrepreneurship. The 2014 award recipient, Mr. Clark Moreland, Lecturer in English. The 2013 award recipient, Dr. Don Allen, Professor of Biology. The 2012 award recipients, Dr. Jim Olson, Professor of Psychology. Dr. Chris Hyatt, Associate Professor of Mathematics. Ms. Diana Younger, Lecturer in Psychology. The 2011 award recipients, Dr. Sophia Andres, Professor of English. Dr. Andres is also a member of the UT System Teaching Academy. Dr. William Harlow, Associate Professor and Dean of Undergraduate Student Success. Ms. Lorraine Spickerman, Lecturer in Education. The 2009 award recipient, and this was UTB's first award recipient, was Dr. Doug Hale. Dr. Hale has since retired, and he is now an emeritus professor. A warm round of applause for these accomplished professors and teachers. And now I'd like to introduce our alumni speaker. You've seen him already on the stage. He has a very bright orange UTPB tie. And if you know anything about Kevin Slater, you know about the Falcon fleet, the vehicles that he has around town with the Falcon display on there. There's just such an enthusiasm from this alumni member for our great university and also for the athletic programs. Kevin Slater graduated from UTPB with a Bachelor of Business in 1988. He attended night school. I know a little something about that. He worked for an industrial instruments and controls company. In 1994, Mr. Slater started his own company, Slater Controls, Inc. Slater Controls now has offices in Phoenix, and Albuquerque, Farmington, and Amarillo. In 2009, he formed a second company named Ultra US, which manufactures engineering, industrial pressure, and temperament instruments. Kevin currently serves on the UTPB Development Board. And most importantly, he's been married 36 years to a wonderful woman, his high school sweetheart, Marcia. I've had the pleasure of meeting Marcia. You married up, Kevin. And together, they have 2 wonderful children and 4 grandchildren. Give a warm welcome to Kevin Slater.
Thank you. And welcome, congratulations, and welcome to our new alumni, our newest alumni. One of my favorite sayings is from our past president, John F. Kennedy. And the saying I'm sure you've all heard is, ask not what you can do, or ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. I take this quote pretty serious, and I even bring it down to the community, to my church, and of course to UTPB. The university was built with people with this mindset. of how can I help. These people were just like you and me. They weren't any different. For the past 4+ years, 10 years in my case to graduate, but for the past years that you've been at UTPB, it's provided you with the opportunity to accomplish your goals, to achieve your degree. The buildings, the classrooms, the professors, the events, all of this are merely there to help you achieve your diploma. There's no other reason for the university basically to be here other than to help you succeed. Sure, you had to pay for it with your tuition, but tuition alone does not pay for a university and the cost to operate a university. People, your community, and more importantly, the alumni support the university. Now, in turn, the university is asking you, the newest alumni, to help it achieve its goals. The goals to provide a higher education for the people that follow you. The goals to add to the quality of life for you, your family, your mom, your dad, your kids, your aunts, your uncles, your neighbors. And it's not just financially helping, even though I don't think there's any university that would turn down a financial gift. It's you volunteering. It's you helping, the alumni. Now you have plenty of time on your hands, or you have more time on your hands. There's no school, no classes, no studying, so you'll have the time to become involved and help your university out. So I have a suggestion for you, the new alumni, and for as that goes, anybody. I want you to think about back the years you've spent on campus going to school here. And think about all the things that weren't right, that you thought needed improvement. Whatever those things are. They're not just physical things. They could be scheduling. They could be a number of things. But I want you to think back to those things that needed help and needed improvement and list those things. But I only want you to pick one out of all of those things. Pick one that you have a passion for. Pick that needed problem, needed situation, and come up with a solution for that problem. And I'd like for you to bring that solution with your problem to the next alumni meeting, and together we will make sure and we will accomplish those needed changes. You'll feel just as rewarded as you do today, and maybe even more so, because this time you aren't doing it just for yourself. You're doing it for the university, for the people around you, and your family, and the community. 5 years ago, I was up here and I addressed the alumni, and I had been out of school over 20 years. I know it doesn't look like it. No. And I did a calculation. I figured from when I graduated, 20 years, what our enrollment was and where the university was. And then I thought, and I told the crowd then, I said, you know what, from 20 years from now, I'm going to project when we should be, by calculations, 16,000 students enrolled. We should have, and this was, remember, back 5 years ago, we should have a football team. We should be playing Division I, and should be playing for a national championship. Well, after I came off the stage, I thought the past president, Dr. Watts, is going to shoot me. But anyway, we look today, 5 years later, our enrollment has doubled of what it was then. We have a football team. Now, the Division I and the national championship, you know what? Alumni, with you, with the help of you and others, we can be there. We'll get there. Thank you. Congratulations again. God bless UTPB. Falcons up.
See, I told you there was a little enthusiasm for UTPB. Thank you so much, Kevin Slater, for all that you do for the university and for that enthusiasm. I'd like to now introduce our commencement speaker, Chancellor William McRaven. Before he became our chancellor, Bill McRaven retired from the U.S. Navy as a four-star admiral. He was the commander of the U.S. Special Operations Command, during which time he led a force of almost 70,000 men and women. He was responsible for conducting counterterrorism operations worldwide. He's recognized nationally as an authority on strategic leadership. He has been honored by numerous national and international organizations. Our chancellor grew up in San Antonio, and he earned a bachelor's degree in journalism from the University of Texas at Austin in 1977. He received his master's degree from the Naval Postgraduate School in Monterey in 1991. He is the Chief Executive Officer of the University of Texas System, of which UTPB is a proud member. Chancellor McRaven oversees 14 academic and health institutions for the UT system. The University of Texas System proudly educates 230,000 students, employs 20,000 faculty, 80,000 healthcare professionals, countless researchers and other staff members. You know, when you think about Chancellor McRaven, obviously there are numerous accolades to bestow upon him. We could be here for a long time talking about all of the accolades to bestow on Bill McRaven. He's had a very impressive and interesting life. But what most impresses me about Chancellor McRaven is that he isn't particularly motivated by accolades. My observations of the Chancellor is he is a leader who is motivated by the work. He's motivated by making sure that Texas has more graduates like those of you sitting here. He's motivated by making sure that we have discovery and innovation and research that can change the face of Texas and the world and internationally. He's dedicated to this work. He's been compassionate and engaging and supportive of this work. He's been supportive of me as the new president of University of Texas Permian Basin. Everything I've asked of him, he's provided. And I say this publicly because I'm not done asking. Just wanted to get it on the record. Thank you so much, and please give a warm welcome to Chancellor Bill McRaven.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Woodley, nor would I expect you to have stopped asking. That's all right. That's what we're here for. I tell you, it's great to be here in Midland. I'm honored to have an opportunity to pass on some thoughts to your graduating class. First, though, let me begin by thanking former President David Watts for his leadership of this magnificent institution for the past 16 years. David's not here tonight, but I want to recognize the fact that he took UTPB from a small school to a vibrant, competitive, regional, and statewide institution of great importance. And I appreciate his vision, his determination, and his passion for the students, the faculty, the alumni of this marvelous university. And to Sandy Woodley, welcome to UTPB. As the new president, you can build on the work of your predecessor and take this university to the next level. You must continue to drive for student success, academic excellence, and unmatched support to this community and to this region. And I do very much look forward to working with you in the time to come. You know, when I was a young boy, my father, who was an Air Force officer, was stationed in France. In the early 1960s in France, we had no television and no English-speaking movies. And after 4 years in France, my father received a new assignment to Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio. As always, he and my mother made the next move seem like the most exciting adventure any child could have. The McRavens were headed to Texas. My mother was born and raised in East Texas, and my father learned to fly fighters at Brooks Field in San Antonio. To them, Texas was a special place. But never having been in Texas and being raised in France, I didn't know much about Texas. So when I finally got back to the U.S., I started watching a lot of television and movies. My three favorite movies were Giant, The Alamo, and Hellfighters. Giant starred Rock Hudson, James Dean, and Elizabeth Taylor. These were three of the very biggest stars of their day. Giant was loosely based on characters from the King Ranch in South Texas. It was a sweeping epic about Texas and the women and the men who shaped their destiny. It also confronted social issues of the day, particularly discrimination of Hispanics and African Americans. Then, of course, there was The Alamo, starring my favorite childhood actor, John Wayne, as Davy Crockett. And finally, The Hellfighters, also starring John Wayne. Hellfighters was loosely based on the legendary firefighter Red Adair, who was known for putting out some of the world's toughest oil fires, and here in the Permian Basin as well. To me, these three movies captured the essence of what it was to be a Texan. Their characters were bold, risk-takers, driven by the prospect of greatness, ready to shape the world around them rather than to be shaped by the world. Texas was about greatness, pure and simple. If you came to Texas, then greatness awaited you. On the ranches, in the oil fields, fighting for liberty, greatness awaited you, but only if you were strong enough to seize it. I would contend that greatness awaits each and every one of you if you are strong enough to seize it. And greatness has a depth and a breadth that defies the history books. Certainly you can be a great engineer, a great poet, a great lawyer, but you can also be a great mother, a great father, a great husband, a great wife, a great son, and a great daughter. But I believe that greatness, whatever its manifestations may be, still has certain immutable qualities. Qualities that span generations, qualities that span gender and ages and ethnicity and orientation. The qualities that made the scientist Madame Curie great are the same qualities that made the poet Maya Angelou great. The qualities that made Davy Crockett great are the same qualities that made Navy SEAL Chris Kyle great. The qualities that made my mother and father great parents are the same qualities that will make you great citizens of this nation. And having spent my entire adulthood watching men and women rise to greatness on the battlefield and in the boardroom, I can tell you without hesitation that each of you has within you greatness. But to be great, you must first believe that greatness is in your future. You must boldly go into the world unafraid of the challenges, confident that you can rise to the occasion. You must first believe in yourself. As a guy who majored in journalism, I'm always inspired by those authors who believed in themselves even when all the circumstances around them told them otherwise. One of my favorite writers started off as a struggling secretary who had an idea for a children's book. But life challenged her at every turn. Her mother died unexpectedly. She had her first child, and soon thereafter, her husband divorced her, and she fell into poverty. At one point, she was living on government subsidies. But she was convinced that people would love her book if only somebody would publish it. For 7 years, she struggled just to get by. But she never lost her belief that success was in her future. Finally, her first novel was published. You may have heard of it. It was called Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. J.K. Rowling has sold over 400 million books, and her influence, positive influence on hundreds of millions of young kids, teens, and adults is without parallel. She believed in herself. Alexander Hamilton was an orphan. Einstein was a patent clerk. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, and Barbara Jordan overcame segregation to become the first black woman in the Texas State Senate and a U.S. Congresswoman. Believe that you can be great, and you will be. Second, you must dream big. The great German poet, scientist, and statesman Johann Wolfgang von Goethe once said, "Dream no small dreams, for they have no power to move the hearts of men." And Father John Jenkins, the president of the University of Notre Dame, once said to his students, "Let no one ever say again that we dreamed too small." Von Goethe and Father Jenkins should have been falcons. To be great, your dreams must inspire you. They must call you to action. They must burn in your heart so that only through success can you quench the fire of those dreams. Think of the women and men who dreamed of a better Texas. Stephen F. Austin, Sam Houston, Lady Bird Johnson, Ann Richards, Judith Zaffarini, and my predecessor, Francisco Figueroa. Dream big and chase those dreams as though your life depends on it, because it may. No greatness comes without risk. Your ancestors came to this part of Texas or this part of the world with little more than hope and hard work. They risked everything for a new life. Texans are known for their risk-taking. It is the cornerstone of greatness. One such Texan was born in Texarkana, Texas in 1930 to a cotton broker and his wife. He graduated from Texas High School in Texarkana and only had enough resources to attend Texarkana Junior College. He worked incredibly hard and eventually received a nomination to the United States Naval Academy. His life was set. The Navy was good to him, but something was missing. He decided to leave the stability of the Navy and head out on his own. In 1957, he became a salesman for IBM and quickly became one of their top employees. But even though he was a great salesman, his bosses wouldn't listen to some of his innovative ideas. Once again, he left the comfort of a good job, he risked everything, and decided to start his own company. At first, it was tough sledding. No one wanted to partner with a new company, and he was denied 77 times before he got his first contract. But he persevered. He took more risks, and in 1968, his company went public. The risks paid off. Fortune magazine called him the fastest, richest Texan. But still, he took more risks. And in 1974, some of those risks didn't work. Shares of his stock dropped $450 million in one day, making him the biggest loser ever on the New York Stock Exchange. But he continued to risk, and over time the stocks rebounded. But it wasn't just in business that he took risks. When two of his employees were imprisoned in Iran during the revolution, he sent a retired Army Special Forces officer in country to get them out. The mission was a success. When he began in business, nothing was certain. But over time, over all those years, his risks paid off. Mr. Ross Perot is one of the most successful businessmen in Texas, but also considered a hero in the eyes of the military for all he has done to help the soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines of this great nation. From the settlers who braved the frontier, to the wildcatters of the Permian, to the astronauts of Houston, to the students who raised their voices in protest, to the parents who gamble everything on their child's education, you must dare greatly if you ever expect to leave a legacy worthy of respect. To be great, you must also challenge conventional wisdom. The earth is the center of the universe. The world is flat. Man was not meant to fly. People cannot rule themselves. Slaves shouldn't be free. Women shouldn't vote. The poor are not smart enough to be successful. And a phone doesn't need a camera. In all my years of leading women and men in the military, the ones that truly stood out to me were those that ask, why? Why do we do it that way? Why can't we build an airplane that flies like a helicopter? Why can't we use non-lethal ammunition? Why do only officers receive an education? Why are women relegated to non-combat jobs? Why aren't there more blacks and Hispanics in leadership positions? There is always a risk in asking why, particularly to those whose reason for living is to protect the status quo. To be great, you must always risk and ask why. Finally, greatness is a team sport. You cannot become great all on your own. It requires the support of your family, your friends, your colleagues, and sometimes the kindness of strangers. Many of you know that I'm a former Navy SEAL. We are called the SEAL teams for a reason. No matter how smart you are, no matter how strong you are, no matter how mentally tough you are, you need others on your team to help you complete the mission. Throughout SEAL training, you are assigned a swim buddy. The swim buddy is with you on all your dives, all your runs, and all your swims. You are inseparable on the most difficult events in training. You learn to rely on your swim buddy, and they rely on you. You quickly realize that you cannot make it through training without their support. When they are weak, you must be strong. When they are slow, you must be fast. When they are faltering, you must lift them up. I look back on my own life and I wonder where I would be now if not for the support of my fellow SEALs who saw me through the tough times, my wife who picked me up when I was down, my children who inspired me with their energy and excitement about life, and my friends who gave of themselves so I could be successful. I can only hope that I gave back as much as I received. To be truly great, you must give of yourself and know that the more you give, the more will be achieved, if not by you, then by someone you touched. As I look out in the audience, I see family, friends, and colleagues, all who have come to celebrate your success, all who have come to ensure that you are on the path to greatness. But in being there when you needed them, they have also become great in their own right. They are shaping the course of history by helping each of you achieve your goals. Now, as you leave this magnificent university, remember that you are destined for greatness, and greatness will be there if you believe in yourself, if you dream big dreams, if you take risks where others are shy, if you question conventional wisdom, and if you help the people around you. If you do these things, then all of those that came before you and all of those that will follow you will be proud to call you a graduate of UT Permian Basin. Once again, congratulations on graduating today. And Dr. Woodley, thank you again for inviting me here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And now I have to find my place. We are at the part of the ceremony that you've all been waiting for, the ability for us to see the graduates graduate in front of the stage. At this time, Dr. Daniel Heimerman, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, will recognize a number of special groups and present the candidates for undergraduate and graduate degrees.
Good evening. I would first like to describe Latin honors. You may notice that many of the candidates for graduation are wearing a UTPB orange stole. These students are receiving Latin honors. Latin honors are a long-standing tradition of the Academy for recognizing outstanding achievement in one's academic coursework. As the graduates are called to walk across the stage to receive their diplomas, you will hear 3 levels of honors being announced. They are cum laude, with praise. These students have a grade point average of between 3.5 and 3.79 out of a possible 4.0. Magna cum laude, with great praise. These students have a grade point average of between 3.8 and 3.89. Summa cum laude, with highest praise. These students have a grade point average of 3.9 or higher. Will the recipients of Latin honors please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Veterans. We are proud to recognize veterans who are graduating. Our graduating veterans wear the patriotic honor cords. The red, white, and blue cords symbolize the commitment and selfless service of our military. Will the graduating veterans please stand and be recognized? At each commencement, we individually recognize a number of outstanding graduates who are illustrative of the high-quality people who are graduating. Tonight, I'd like to highlight 3 persons, and I believe a couple of them are actually here. We have a few who are online students only. First of all, Prince Mohindo. Prince, you here? I saw you. There you go. Prince is an international student from the Congo. He majored in petroleum engineering and soon will be pursuing his dream of becoming a petroleum engineer. An impressive student, Prince used his time here at UT Permian Basin well by becoming very involved in student life at the institution. In addition to being a resident assistant, he was president of the International Student Organization for 3 years. Prince is practically a celebrity on campus here. Everyone at UT Permian Basin knows Prince, and we're going to miss him, but we're so excited to see that he accomplishes in the postgraduate years. Prince, congratulations. Julissa Valencia. Is Julissa? I think Julissa is one of our RN. Julissa Valencia has been an outstanding RN to BSN student, which is a completely online program here. She's receiving her Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Julissa was born and raised in Midland. Although she moved several times around Texas, she has found her way back to her home. She chose UT Permian Basin not only because it was her local university, but also UT Permian Basin offered a great incentive scholarship as we started the RN to BSN program. Julissa is expecting her second child while pursuing this degree and having just recently graduated. She believes that this degree is just the first step toward an eventual master's degree. Congratulations, Julissa. All right, we have another nursing student, Jana Warner. Is Jana here? She may be another online. Jan is also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. She grew up in Big Spring and moved to Lubbock in 2003. She chose to come to UT Permian Basin because of the convenience of the online education and because of UT Permian Basin's renowned affordability. Although Jana had a career and a family with 2 small children, the flexibility and high quality of our online program allowed her to pursue her degree at her own pace. She plans to continue her education and pursue a master's in nursing. Congratulations, Jana. All right, we are getting to the moment we've all come here for. It's my pleasure now to present our undergraduate candidates. Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Applied Arts, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Technology, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum Engineering, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Music, please stand and remain standing. President Woodley, it is my privilege to present to you, on behalf of the faculty of the University of Texas of the Permian Basin, these candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Applied Art, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Technology, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Petroleum Engineering, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Music. Graduate candidates, will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Business Administration, and Master of Professional Accountancy please stand? President Woodley, it is my privilege to present to you, on behalf of the faculty of the University of Texas of the Permian Basin, these candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Business Administration, and Master of Professional Accountancy.
On the recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Texas System, I now confer upon each one of you the respective academic degree for which you have been recommended, with all rights and privileges and responsibilities and obligations, and I also offer my sincere congratulations. Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please proceed to the platform by row as directed by the marshals?
Bachelor of Arts with a major in Communication, Leah Danielle Cowan. Valerie Christina Martinez. Catherine Nicole Prather. Bachelor of Arts with a major in English, Mary Ann Barra. Bachelor of Arts with a major in History, Yesenia Rose Gallardo. Richard Lloyd Walters, summa cum laude. Bachelor of Arts with a major in Political Science, Devon Williams Garrett. Bachelor of Arts with a major in Psychology, Brandon Flynn Darby, summa cum laude. Cynthia Dominguez. Jezebel Escontreras. Marcella Friesen. Dominique LaShawn Guthrie. Belinda Aridia. Haley Nicole Hufty. Kajina LaShawn Jones. Arshella Salida Lynn. Kayla Nicole Mabey. Nieves McAllister. To Adrian Raquel McDaniel, cum laude. Dalia Melendez. Brandy Nicole Meyer, cum laude. Philip Jameson Parker, summa cum laude. Rufus Phillips. Cecilia del Carmen Salas. Naomi Sanchez. Nancy Ellen Skimmer, summa cum laude. Summer Gabrielle Trevino. Monica Vara. Brianna Michelle Villarreal, cum laude. Bachelor of Arts with a major in Sociology, Cindy Tarrin. Bachelor of Science with a major in Biology, Humberto Jimenez. Claudia Montserrat Ortiz. Dariela Araceli Perez. Haley Morgan Williams. Bachelor of Science with a major in Computer Science, Oren Scott Dobbins. Stephen John Lariza, cum laude. Bachelor of Science with a major in Information Systems, Ricardo Flores Leal. Bachelor of Science with a major in Kinesiology, Patricia Lee Lerma. Andres Eugenio Serrano, cum laude. Bachelor of Science with a major in Mathematics, Tammy C. Wright Parker. Bachelor of Applied Arts and Sciences, Daniel Wilkerson Lee. Bachelor of Business Administration with a major in Accounting, Kimberly Ray Cash. Morgan Brianne Monroe. Bachelor of Business Administration with a major in Finance, Zachariah Adam Payanis. Bachelor of Business Administration with a major in Management, Freddie Acevedo. Natalie Monique Bresino, magna cum laude. Edward Corrales, cum laude. Lindsay Leanne Duckworth. Joseph Jesus Gawaldon. Tiffany Desiree Harper. Daniel Ryan Hernandez. Omar Madrid. Brandy Deschelle Pondo, magna cum laude. Jessica Stefan Pike, cum laude. Erica B. Rodriguez. William Travis Sims. Bradley Ryan Smith, cum laude. Joshua Stephen Villanueva. Aubrey Melissa Villarreal. Bachelor of Business Administration with a major in Marketing, Gloria Marie Almondova. Amanda Emily Allspaw. Ashley M. Flores. Paulo Porfirio Oñate. Davana Page Phillip. Natalia A. Ponce. Alexis Susana Quiroz Dominguez. Kelsey Felicia Wright. Bachelor of Science with a major in Industrial Technology, Jacob Michael Joseph Hegwood, cum laude. Saida Damarius Ramirez, magna cum laude. Stephen Thomas Williams. Bachelor of Science with a major in Mechanical Engineering, Varun Saran, cum laude. Bachelor of Science with a major in Petroleum Engineering, Hamza Kadir. Prince Mapindo Muhindo. Bachelor of Arts with a major in Child and Family Studies, Brittany Nicole Looney. Diana Elaine Marshall, cum laude. Chelsea Elise Owens, cum laude. Esvedi Pastrana. Reba Alexandra Subia. Bachelor of Arts with a major in Multidisciplinary Studies, Kelly D. Armstrong, summa cum laude. Melissa Calderon. Melissa Bethann Haranama, cum laude. Michelle Kristen Murray. Alexis Sotelo. Sharon Lynn Sparks.
Thank you so much. You are now the alumni of this university. Alumni such as you work closely with the university to try to ensure that we maintain an excellent faculty, a modern and well-equipped physical plant, and a highly motivated student body. As a result of the well-respected university, one of which we can be proud of. Once again, I think I've lost my place. Please forgive me. This is my first time. I need help. Thanks. Thank you. Oh, the tassel. See, I'm on the wrong. And then do that. Okay. Okay, next time is going to be better. What we would like for the graduates to do is to move your tassels from the right to the left. Where is that? Right here? Will the candidates for the master's degree please proceed to the platform to be hooded? And then it tells me to go to my spot. All right, there we go.
Yeah, he puts it on, then you hand it to him. Yes, Julie. Yeah. Master of Arts with a major in mathematics, Sandra Mendoza Kerr. Karime Melendez. Master of Arts with a major in psychology, Jeanette Torres. Master of Science with a major in geology, Yvonne Ewo Brown. Jesus Obed Marin Lerena, Jr. Jesse Uyeme Odu. John Holt Stevens. Master of Business Administration, Crystal Perez Esquivel. Erica Renee Flores. Constance Cherith Fraley. Carla Marielle Olivas. Jessica M. Smithwick. Master of Professional Accountancy, Brenda K. Blair. Kevin Robert Plaisted. Rebecca Jean Williams. Master of Arts with a major in Educational Leadership, Adonica Galindo. Justin Michael Gogler. Catherine Ann Mullane Elrick. Michelle Lee Norrid. Carol Elaine Schumpert. Brianna Alexis Urias. Master of Arts with a major in Professional Education, Natasha K. Johnson. Robin Ali Self. Daisy Calderon Zamaripa. Master of Arts with a major in Reading, Anne Larnie Estinzo Arizo. LaDonna Joe Chisholm. Shanna Jean Edwards. Amy Johnson King. Chrissa Janae Minette. Marianne Perkins. Sarah Tiffany Reddick. Catherine Hope Wise. Master of Arts with a major in Special Education, Sarah Helen Kutu. Brianne Noel Higgins. Maribel Gutierrez Shrout.
Well, this is the exciting part of the evening where we congratulate our graduates. These graduates now become alumni to this university, and we so much appreciate the fact that you chose University of Texas Permian Basin to get your education. We want to also, again, thank the faculty for all the hard work and the staff and all of those that nurtured this class of graduates to success. Our best wishes are extended to you and to your family and to your loved ones. And this concludes our commencement exercises. We ask that the audience remain seated until all of the graduates have exited the auditorium. And we also then invite you to join us for a reception honoring our new graduates today in the lobby. Thank you so much.